Hey guys, what can I tell you? Leica have kidnapped my camera. I can't really put it in any other way, but I will try and explain. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the customer service time for Leica Germany and how long it takes if your camera gets sent to Germany. It's going to take so long, I've decided to buy a new camera. Let me explain and we'll get into the video. Hello, welcome. Matt here from MrLeica.com. So if you're a regular viewer, any of you with a keen eye may have noticed that I've not been using my M10 for quite a while, and I've gone back to my old M240. Now there is a reason for this. When I bought my M10, I bought it from a shop in the UK who was like an authorised Leica dealer, and they gave me a 6-month warranty from the date of buying the camera. Now soon after I bought my Leica M10, I noticed that it was clipping the shutter at 4 thousandths of a second, which basically means if you shoot at 4 thousandths of a second, you'll see a black band across all your photos. I knew that Leica M10 was covered by warranty, so I was like, don't worry, no stress. I'll enjoy the camera for a few months, and then before the 6 months run out, I'll send it back to the shop and they can send it to Germany to get it repaired under the warranty. So I did this. It got almost up to 6 months, and I rang the shop and said, I need to send you my camera because I'm basically out of time. And so I expected it'd probably take roughly 3 months for my M10 to go from the UK, like London, to Germany, back to London, and then come to me. So I estimated roughly 3 months. Yesterday I got the email from the shop and said, hey Matt, how's it going? I've had confirmation from the Leica Germany and it's going to take a minimum of 5 months, or I think it says around 5 months. And this is about a month after I'd already sent the camera, so it's going to be a minimum of 6 months. So then I spoke to a Leica dealer today, a different dealer, and they said, oh yes, I've been quoted 5 months to get my camera back from Germany. Customer service guys looked at each other and like, 5 months, you're joking, aren't you? It's going to be more like 12 months. So let's say you're a sports photographer or full-time, I don't know, journalist, and your Leica suddenly dies, you're kind of stuck. You've got to buy yourself a new Leica because you just don't have a Leica to use in the meantime. So I've just come back from London, and I went to London with a purpose. The purpose was to buy a new Leica M camera while my M10 was away for 6 months. I'm just going to basically give you a heads up and say, watch out if you have a problem with your Leica camera. It will take a minimum of 6 months from what my understanding. If it comes back sooner, I'll report the good news. If it comes back later, I'll report the good news that it's actually turned up, but I'll obviously give you the exact numbers. Now the question you might have is, Matt, why did you just buy another Leica camera when you've already got your M240? Now, the problem I had for me is I really enjoyed the Leica M10. The main difference between the Leica M10 and the Leica M240 is, well, it's got a few things, but the main difference for me was very superficial. This camera is silver, and as silly as it sounds, my M10 was black. I'm really missing having a black Leica M digital camera. Silver cameras just seem to light up in the street and everybody's like, ooh, like a camera, let's try and steal it. Even if it's just, I think, thoughts in your head, you just feel much more watched if you've got a silver Leica camera, from my experience, compared to a black Leica camera. Now, if we look at straps, for example, I love red straps, and I think red straps on Leica cameras just look ace, but I don't use red straps because red straps also draw attention, and I don't want the additional attention. I just want to do my own thing and walk around the streets and have no one bother me. For that reason, I wanted to buy another black M camera. And so then the hunt was on. How much can I afford? Can I actually afford to buy another M10? Because, as you know, they're not cheap. I was lucky with the one I bought because it was marked, so I got it at a very discounted price. But normal priced M10s are, what, £3,500? And then I'm thinking, or do I go even further and just get like my dream camera and get like an M10P? Because I think M cameras with the inscription on the top are just so cool, and I think they're the best for me. Again, very superficial, but you buy what you enjoy, don't you? Or can I cope with like an older camera, like an M9 or something like that, as long as it's black? So the next video, I'll talk about the camera that I just went to London and bought. It's just over there in a box. and why I bought it even though I've got a M240. And when my M10 finally comes back from Germany, then I'll do a M10 versus M240 video. I think I have covered it already in the blog, but I did promise some of you guys a video about M10 versus M240. I did start it, I just didn't finish it. I got kind of sidetracked with lens reviews, so hands up, apologies. So this week, or in the next probably 4 videos, the plan is to do a series of M camera videos. If you love your Leica M cameras, hit subscribe if not already subscribed, because I'm going to go through the different options and the pros and cons of each option, and then why I bought the camera that I just bought. And again, I'll put my hands up. I thought I knew a reasonable amount about Leica M cameras and Leica in general. I'm supposed to be like a Leica educator. I teach people from around the world that come to me how to use Leica cameras. But looking at some of the models that I've been looking at, if you'd asked me like a pub trivia quiz, Matt, what's the difference between this one and this one? I'd be like, I don't know. I kind of skipped all those and went from camera X to camera Z. And so just doing a ton of reading over the last 2 days, I'm like, wow, this camera is actually really cool. It seems to be like a hidden gem. So there's 2 cameras in particular that I've got my eye on, 2 M cameras, both black, both in the same shop. So I'm going to go to the shop. Well, I've already been to the shop, but in a video coming up, I'm going to go to the shop and I'm going to decide which is better, camera 1 or camera 2. And I'll split that over 2 videos. I'll do 1 video on camera 1, 1 video on camera 2. So all that coming up. Feel free to subscribe if you're a Leica shooter. Interesting stuff. And even if you think you know everything about every Leica M camera, I'm pretty sure I can probably open your eyes to a few cool facts that you may have overlooked. All that coming up. As always, a huge thanks to my sponsor, my amazing patrons. Feel free to click the Patreon link if you want to see more videos. And if you want to know more about the Leica M240, check out this M240 video next.